Sixers, Celtics, game 3. Let's talk about it. So the Celtics tied the series up 1-1 with a resounding 30-point victory last night. So in this video, I'm going to give you a betting preview of game 3, looking at where the odds are and where the value is. So despite the Sixers heading home and being the home team here, they are still the slight underdog in this one. As we can see, best offered on the money line at plus 112. Granted, those odds are given to us at Pinnacle. And for those of you that are familiar with this channel, you know that Pinnacle Sportsbook is generally regarded as the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So we want to find odds that we can actually lock in. That would be DraftKings at plus 110. So no value there. On the Celtics side, best odds offered at BetRivers at minus 118. Now those odds aren't horrible. Pinnacle has it at minus 124. We see other sharp sports books have it at minus 120, minus 122, minus 120, minus 125. Not a horrible play, certainly better than any odds you are going to get on the Sixers, but I'm not touching the Celtics money line in this one. The value just isn't quite there. Where I did find a play that I liked, strictly going off of the value, is 76ers plus 2 at minus 110 odds at PointsBet. So that is what we're going to be going with in this video. Now, when we look at the matchup here, obviously there is a lot of concern coming out of the Sixers after game 2. Sure, Embiid played. He didn't get injured. He looked really good on defense. He had a ton of blocks. Obviously, he showed some rust on offense. And the game was really blown open in the third quarter. The Sixers were down by 8 at halftime, but they only had made one three-pointer at that time. Then they made one three-pointer like halfway through the third quarter when the Celtics just went on an extreme three-point barrage in the third quarter, just absolutely blowing the game open. So the Sixers going back home, maybe Embiid looks a little bit better now that he got his first game under him. Maybe the Sixers shooters show out a lot better than they did in game 2, more similar to what they did in game 1. And maybe the Celtics cooled down a little bit, right? Just because a team was hot one game, we've seen enough in the playoffs that doesn't necessarily carry over game, especially going from Boston to Philadelphia. Generally, role players shoot better at home in the comforts in front of their own crowd of a home environment. On average, role players shoot a little bit better at home. So I think that we can get the Sixers at plus 2 does represent some pretty good value. The reason why, I mean, we see literally every other book has this at plus 1.5 or plus 1. And that includes like Circa Vegas, which is a very sharp sports book, has this at 76ers plus 1. Then we see every other sports book, legitimately every other one, at Celtics minus 1.5. So the plus 2 is pretty good value. Now, I understand the skepticism of like, oh, wow, you beat the other books by a point or half a point, whatever. I get that, but especially with a market as heavily bet as like an NBA playoff game, those half-point advantages are extremely valuable over the course of time, right? I had the Knicks minus 6.5 against the Heat in game 2. Guess what? They won by 6. Some people got them at minus 6. Those people at least had their bets pushed. So these half-point advantages, like I said, are really, really valuable over the course of time. Now, if the Celtics win by 3 or more, sure, it wouldn't have mattered, but you get this type of advantage long enough, and it will matter enough for you to be profitable and for you to understand the importance. So we're going to ride with the 76ers plus 2, minus 110 at PointsBet as our official play. Looking at the total, nothing really to glean from here. Too wide spread between the sharp sports books. We see Circa at 213.5. We see Circa Sports at 215. We see Pinnacle at 214.5. We see other sharp sports books at 214. So literally from 213.5 up to 215, each sharp sportsbook has a different price. So there's no clear outlier here. So we're going to go ahead and sit out on a bet on the total. Just ride with the Sixers plus 2, minus 110 odds at PointsBet. And that's it. So if you're tailing, if you're riding with me, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a good one. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Below are all of my different social medias where I post picks and plays daily. Make sure to hit me up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as I'm constantly putting out new videos to learn how to make money sports betting. And that's it. So thanks for watching and have a good one.